Hey, everybody. It's J.Brytni, and I feel like I have another message for you. So I try to get the whole mic situation together, and it doesn't. Well, I don't really know how to work it, so this is all new to me. So, okay. Last week, I was supposed to do a video, and I know we had snow coming, and the video was basically about feeling stuck. So I don't know if many of you are feeling like you're stuck, or if you feel like you're in like I mean, I guess like the 80s and 90s babies might remember the show Twilight Zone. Well, I remember like maybe like my parents or somebody used to watch the show a lot. But I remember the show, like, to me, meaning like Twilight Zone, like you're in a competitive cycle, like you're repeating the same thing over and over and over. And I know, like, for me, I'm always, my background is psychology. So I'm always like pushing, of course, to start with myself and improve myself, but I'm also pushing my parents. I have elderly parents, and, they all came here, and they're just trying to figure things out, just like how we're trying to figure out things. And sometimes, like, the older generation, they don't want to take advice from like a younger person, but sometimes, you just have to be open to it. The same as us, we have to be open to wanting to know more about ourselves and continue to develop as a person. So I bring up the scenario of the Twilight Zone. So the Twilight Zone, I just remember maybe like an episode of something where the guy was he was doing the same repetitive cycle over and over and over and over. And I found myself in the same situation where, I'm doing everything, taking out the trash, washing the dishes, cooking, cleaning, making the bed, washing the bed. Oh, okay, I got to work on music. Okay, I have to do this. Okay, how many clients I have today? Okay, I got to work on marketing. Okay, I have this. I got to do the laundry. Oh, do I have clean uniform? And it was just like a competitive cycle, and I'm just like, what is this? Like, I don't think I came to Earth to have this kind of lifestyle. And I'm very grateful. Don't get me wrong. I'm very grateful. I have plenty of abundance, but I just feel, yeah, I have my Christmas tree up still because it looks so pretty. But anyway, yes, I feel like I'm in a continuous cycle. And it's crazy because it's like, I know I prayed for what I have and where I am, but I'm like, this is, I literally came to Earth to pay bills and go to work and wash dishes and meal prep. And good thing I don't have to mow the lawn because then I would have to be mowing the lawn too. But the trash and if it's summertime, then that's another duty that I would have to do. But I'm just like, am I the only one that feels like this? And I'm like, there's no way in the world that I'm the only one that feels like this. And then I realized I'm like, it's because I stopped working on my art. And we all have like a talent within us. And I'm not talking about work. I'm talking about there might be some of you, and even some of you, some of my celebrity friends, you already in your art form. You already doing what God has called you to do. But there's something else that you're supposed to be doing, something inside that's in an art form that you're supposed to be doing. They're supposed to be tapping in, but instead you're trying to void that feeling with going to work more or hanging out more, or I'm going to go shopping online more. I'm going to buy everything in my cart like I did yesterday. Yeah, it's because you're trying to fill a void. You have to tap into the art form. So I delayed this video because I wanted to come at you with the fulfillment of tapping into my art form. So as you can see, I posted of me heading to New York, where I'm from, and recording 3 of my new songs. And it's crazy because I remember, I don't know, like praying about um, just wanting to have a different sound, a different vibe, something more chill, something that like my aunts and uncles can listen to, my grandma. And all of a sudden I started coming up with all this nice soulful sound. I have like a dance track as well, some funny one. I have one funny track. They're probably pretty funny when you listen to it. But I wanted to come on here and basically just talk about that, about the feeling of feeling stuck. But not only that, but are you even living where you're supposed to be living? And I think about that too. Like, I don't know, men have separate lives all the time. So can I have a separate life? I'm not too far from the airport. So that's my next idea. I'm gonna have to let you know if not if, but you'll just have to see. How about that? But that's the message of the day. If you're feeling like you're stuck, it's because you're supposed to be tapping into an art form, and the art form is going to fulfill you in a new way. Okay. Like whatever you're doing, it's fabulous. You're doing great. Everyone loves you for that. But we want more art. And when I say we, I'm talking about myself, the world. You know, we have so much on our plates as it is. And something about the art where you can just like zone out and be free. And designers, you know, we have New York Fashion Week that's coming up. We just had the fashion show in Paris. And these designers came up with something that was called to them to create so that we all can, I don't, what's the word? So we all can express ourselves. So that's the message, is to find your art form. I don't care what it is. If you make waist beads, you make plants, you have a recipe book, you make nail polish. I mean, I don't care if you design clothes, um, a booty lifter. I don't care what it is. It's art, and we all can enjoy it. Let us enjoy it, because at the end of the day, baby, that calling was for you, but for us to enjoy. And I say that also to myself. And that's why I came on here to do the message, because I know the music was not necessarily about me. And yes, it was so stressful trying to come up with lyrics for these songs and trying to think of myself in my highest form, because the new music is about a higher version of myself. And I'm her already. And creating and writing from that girl, but creating from that art form and that art vibe. So yeah, that's the message of the day, is to tap into that new art form. And yeah, you're probably not going to make any money at first, but the money is in your heart. You're making that money inside your heart, and it makes you so happy. And at the end of the day, you're going to see the money coming in, and you're going to see other people, your friends, family, like your real friends, are going to come in, and they're going to be so proud, like, finally, you know, like what my friends would say, finally. So I'm just tapping into it, and I hope you guys are going to be so proud of the new music, the new sound. I'm really using my vocals that I've hidden for so I was always in the squeaky stuff. I love my squeaky voice at times. But I also wanted to showcase my soulful sound and my eclectic, melodic, vibrato sound as well. So that's the end of the message. I don't have nothing else to tell you guys. Maybe tomorrow. But yeah, I did it, and I want you to do it too. Be safe, everybody. Um, Hopefully, you shoveled your snow. If you didn't, it's probably ice. And I don't know. I hope we have a 4-wheel drive. Bye, guys.